Hello friend, today we'll discuss about the new machining process, that is the chemical machining process. So far we have discussed so many non-conventional manufacturing process. So you can refer all the lectures available on the Engineering College Maswada YouTube channel. So you can refer all the lecture. What is a chemical machining actually? The chemical machining process include those wherein the material removal is accomplished by the chemical reaction, as we have discussed in last machining process, that is the electrostream drilling process. In that it's a hybrid process. It's a combination of the electro-discharge machining process and the electrochemical machining process. In that what we are using the acidic medium, that is hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, to remove the material. So this is a pure chemical machining process. In this we are removing the material with the help of the chemical reaction, sometimes assisted by the electrical or thermal energy. So in some cases we are using the electrical power if required, and thermal energy in some application. This group includes the chemical milling, photochemical machining, and thermochemical machining. So basically this is divided into three parts: milling, photochemical, and the electrochemical. Chemical machining first is a non-traditional machining process are extremely employed to produce geometrical complex and precision part from the engineer. So as you can see, these processes are normally not available in each and every industry because it has some special application. So suppose you want to produce a very complex part with the high precision, at that time you can use the chemical machining process. Material in industries as diverse as aerospace and electronics. So this is the specific industries where this chemical machining use. Automotive manufacturing. Chemical machining is a well-known and non-traditional machining process. Is the controlled chemical dissolution of the machined workpiece material by the contact with the strong acidic or alkaline chemical reagent. So as we have discussed, the pure chemical process, so we have to do the chemical reaction with the workpiece. So whatever you have, suppose your die, you will get this exact shape. It may be the acidic or it may be the alkaline chemical. A special coating called masketon protect area from which the metal is not to be removed. So this is the actually it required skill also. If we look in this process, so you require a special skilled worker to do the machining operation. Suppose you want to remove some material from the workpiece, only some part, but some part still you want to left as it is because is not the part of the machining operation. So in this you require the special masking protect coating to protect that part. The process is used to produce pockets, contours, and to remove material from part having a high strength to weight ratio. So you can see this is a specialized process for the pocketing and contouring, and where high strength to weight ratio. So it includes the composite also. Chemical machining method may be the oldest non-traditional machining method, which is used to shape copper with the citric acid in the ancient Egypt in 2300 BC. So this process is a very oldest process basically. This is not new invention, but some modification is there of course. but it was used for the copper. There are several factors contributing to the popularity of the chemical machining process. As far as we discussed, the chemical machining process is mature and well established. So you can see this process was developed in 2300 BC. So it process is a very old process, and from that some most of the people work on different parameter with the different condition. It is simple to implement. There is no additional cleaning step needed. Cheaper machining process. So actually machining process is cheaper, but the initial cost may be high. So these are some specific components which was produced by the chemical machining process. You can see that very complex shape that was generated by the chemical machining process. So you can see this diagram. It's very simple. Here what we are we are using the hanger to hang the workpiece in the chemical pool, basically the container which is filled with the chemical reagent, and of course we are using the heating and cooling coil to raise the temperature. Here we are also simultaneously stirrer is used to rotate or to generate the circular flow on the chemical, and here we are using mass. Now what will happen? The whole part is covered with the mass, but the some part remain left to remove the material. Now what will happen? As the acidic material or acidic liquid get connected with the workpiece, it will start dissolve in the liquid. So it will start removing material from that area only. So this is a very simple process. If you look in the schematic diagram, actually few components are there, and you have to require some special skill. Now what are these steps that we should follow for the machining operation? Like preparing, pre-cleaning. Actually these are the steps you have to follow for the each and every component. So first, pre-cleaning is required to remove the dust and if any oil particle on that surface. Even suppose you have some corroded oxide particle on the surface, you need to remove. Masking, application of a chemical resistance material. So this is also a very important thing we have to take care during the machining operation. As we have discussed, suppose you want to remove material from the specific area, so it should not be covered with the masking. So rest of that part should be covered with the mask. Etching, a deep or spray exposure to the etchant. So etching is also very important step in the chemical machining process. Remove mask, strip. After that, suppose this is a post process. If we consider that you have suppose you have completed the machining operation on the workpiece. Now what will happen? You need to remove the mask from the workpiece, so you can use for the further application. So this is the post process actually. And finish inspection and post processing. This include the post processing all. So it, if you compare this process with the other manufacturing process, it required some more steps from the pre-cleaning to the post processing. So it will consume more time obviously. So you have to be careful when the selection of the process. First step is the workpiece preparation. The workpiece material has to be cleaned in the beginning of the chemical machining process. First step. The cleaning operation is earned out to remove the oil, grease, dust, rust or any substance from the surface of the material. A good cleaning process produces a good adhesion of the masking material. There are two cleaning methods, that is, one is the mechanical and second is the chemical method. So this steps is very important. You have to be careful during the preparation of the surface, because if any oil or grease particle or any oxide particle left on the surface of the material, it will avoid the adhesion basically. So you cannot stuck the mask on the material. So during the process, it may be the leaking problem. So it also remove the material from if your adhesion is not good. So we are using two methods. One is the mechanical and second is the chemical method. The most widely used process is chemical method due to the less damage occurred comparing to the mechanical one. As we know that there is no force in the chemical cleaning basically. In mechanical cleaning we required some machining operation, so it required some special care. In chemical there is no force. Ultrasonic cleaning machine is also applied with the using the special cleaning solution, and heating is beneficial during the cleaning operation. So these are the first steps you should follow during the chemical machining process. Second is the coating with the masking material. The next step is the coating cleaning workpiece material with the masking material. The selected masking material should be readily strippable mask which is chemically impermeable and the adherent enough to stand chemical abrasion during etching. So this is the second step you have to follow. Now third step, scribing of the mask. The step is guided by the template to expose the area that receive chemical machining process. The selection of the mask depend on the size of the workpiece material, the number of part to be produced, and the desired detailed geometry. Rest of the process we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you.